Okie dokie, boys and girls. So we have another leg day, but it's gonna be a bit of a lighter one, especially on the hamstrings. On the hamstrings, I reached my goal of 20 Nordic curls. They're fucking tired right now, so I want to let them recover. And even though last time I already did a lighter Nordic curl training, still I feel like they're fucking stiff. So I'm gonna do one more light training, but these trainings are perfect to kind of experiment with stuff because even though I reached my current goal of the Nordic curl, that doesn't mean I can't get any more strong in the future, right? In the future, I'm probably gonna train this movement again, and get even stronger because it's such a fun movement. And in order to do that, in order to get even stronger in the future, right now, I can do some experiments, right? I can experiment with new kinds of training. I can experiment with new ways of executing the Nordic curl and use that knowledge in the future, to get even stronger. And that's something that, for you is true as well. Even if you're tired on, like, let's say a day you have to work out, you can still work out that day, try some stuff, right? And use that knowledge in the future to build your training, to structure your training. So today what I'm going to do is actually an ascending style of training, which I've done before, but today I'm going to do it EMOM style. And this is actually inspired by a video I saw yesterday of a guy. He was starting from one dip and he added one dip every set and doing it in EMOM style. So every minute on a minute, he did one set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to like 35 reps on the dips. And I'm gonna try something similar on the Nordic curls here. Of course, I'm gonna keep it light, so I'm gonna use my fingers as assistants, but something similar like that to just pump up my Nordic curls, of my hamstrings, I should say, right? And the good thing about this training is that you're kind of stopping at the peak. If you're not able to complete the set anymore, then you just stop there. You don't have to press yourself even further. And by doing so, you're guaranteeing that you're leaving a little bit in the tank, allowing yourself to recover for next training. So I think that's a very good setup for today. I'm just gonna head outside and do it. So I'll see you there. Okay, so at first it's very boring because it's only a few reps and it's very easy, so you're just waiting around, but soon enough it will just start burning like crazy, right? So I just have to be a bit patient. And the purpose of this kind of workout is just to get a good burn, right? Is to build endurance. So you want to do this with a movement you can do for a lot of reps. If I do this with a normal Nordic curl unassisted, I might get up to like 5-6 reps at most, but the training will be over kind of soon. Well, this training is very good to get a burn, so you want to take a movement that you can do for a lot of reps. So let's cue a time lapse or something, because this is going to take a while. It became very difficult very quickly. One more for 15. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Fucking hell, I'm done. Holy shit. Let's get inside. Alright, so I grossly underestimated how difficult that would be. I was like in my head, oh, I'm gonna get to 20 reps or something, and then just, end it there. No big deal, but, it's not only the fact that you have to do one rep more every time, it's also the fact that you get less and less rest. So all of a sudden, there's just this buildup in your muscles that you're unable to overcome. And once you hit a plateau, once you get there, once you're not able to recover anymore, it goes very quickly downhill because I was able to do 14 reps, just about, it was kind of my limit. But after that, even though I rested for like 30, 40 seconds, when I got back up to do the fucking 15 reps, I only got like 1 rep. And that's like insane. But it's a very good pump nonetheless. So I'm happy with this training, the probability of me using it again in the future, to get some pumping stuff or, to get some blood flowing is very high, and definitely glad that I tried it, There's something useful every training. You just have to figure out what. You have to be a bit creative with what you're doing. So that's it for the hamstring training. Pump the shit. And now I'm just gonna do some pistol squats. I warmed up already with just the backpack. And now I'm gonna do 34 kilos. So I have 8 kilos in the backpack and then like 26 on the dumbbells, which, yeah, my math is mathing, I guess. And I'm gonna do this for past pistol squats because last time, if you remember, I did 44 kilos for 7 sets of 2, which felt heavier than I expected. But now that I did some heavy stuff, I want to get back to some, lighter stuff, control the weight, really feel the movement. Last time I learned that I have to, get my ass towards my heel to basically enter the pistol squat correctly or to have the path as efficient as possible. And that's what I'm going to try and do today, control the way down and then go back up. So let's see how that goes. Definitely feels heavy, but I'm doing it controlled. The path is good, and there's 8 kilos holding me back, So I'm very happy with this. Just the only thing left is to rinse and repeat. Do a couple sets. Hopefully I can get to 5 sets of 3, but that might be hopeful because doing the way down slow and controlled is very difficult. I'm out of breath. But it's gonna be a good training. Holy shit. Definitely worth doing. So let's go. This is mobility training as well. Holy fucking shit. Whew. That's one hell of a squat session. And I'm super stoked because the path down was way more controlled than my previous past pistol squat session. So it's not just that I improved compared to regular pistol squats, but the control has just improved in general. And let me just, adjust the camera right here so that you can watch properly, but I'm out of breath. That's a fucking improvement. I'm very happy with that because it was 8 kilos in the backpack. On doomsday, if I want to do 60 kilos, there's gonna be 10, but there's also gonna be more weight in the front. So definitely on the right direction. Whew. I'm gonna catch my breath. I've got a couple more minutes. I'm doing a set every 4 minutes. And then I'm gonna do the same kind of squats as I did last time, Towel under the mat. So yes, it will help me a lot, but just focusing on the path of my ass towards my heel and staying as upright as possible, doing 10 reps focusing on the flow, the bounciness, and basically getting some reps, getting some blood flowing, because 3 reps is not a lot. The time under tension is a lot, but still, the rep range is low, so a couple sets, perhaps, just 2 sets like last time, 10 reps to get the blood flowing. You should do this as well, if you do lots of heavy stuff, do something afterwards that is a bit higher rep. It doesn't have to be intense. It can be sub-maximal, like 15% or 50% or even less. And that's gonna help you recover in the long run. So yeah, 2 sets of just bodyweight pistol squats and then some stretching. But very successful training. Okay, let's check how the legs are looking. They're kind of plump, not completely, but there is at least some muscle visible, so can't complain about that. Definitely making improvements, which, today I woke up at 73.2 kilos and I was like, hey, what the fuck, that's light. But the fact that mentally that's light, that's a good sign, because that was a weight I was struggling to get over for quite some time, if you remember, not long ago. In month number 5 of the bulk, I basically lost weight after doing that 50-kilometer run. And now we're back on track, so I'm hovering somewhere between 73.5 and 74 kilos usually, which, 74 kilos is coming soon, that's for sure. So just a bit of patience. I'm trying to up the food here and there, not just eating until I'm 80% full, but until I'm 90% full, eating a snack even though I don't feel like it. That's kind of the way I've been going about it right now. And hopefully, when I go to Japan, it will result in some weight gain as well, because in Japan I have a carb-heavy diet, so it might be that I gain weight, but it might also just be water weight. We'll have to wait and see. But before Japan, that's in 2 weeks, if I can hit 74 kilos, that will be a good way to just leave things be for a while. Obviously I won't have a scale there, but it's gonna be kind of a break from the bulk, I guess. Of course I'm gonna eat a lot, but I'm not gonna be able to track progress. I'm not gonna be able to, or weight progress. I'm not gonna be able to train as I usually do. So yeah, if before Japan I can hit some goals, that would be very nice. But that's enough about the weight. The training itself was very good as well. And these last pistol squats, I did 2 sets of 10 pistol squats on each leg. And actually, what I haven't done in a while, but it's very fun and you should definitely give it a go, is pistol squat EMOM. You do like 5 reps on one side, 5 reps on the other. You repeat that every minute. You add some weight if you want, or a rep. It's very fun. If you do it for 20 minutes, it's not only a legit leg training, but it's also fucking cardio, because your breath is gonna be up for those 20 minutes. All like the entire time. If it's EMOM, you don't have a lot of rest time. Your heart rate doesn't come down all the way. So you're basically doing cardio and legs at the same time. And I haven't done it in a while, but when I'm going to Japan, it might just be the case that I'm doing that, because it's an easy workout to do anywhere. It's a quick workout. It's a 2 birds in 1 stone kind of situation. So a lot of positives in that workout. But for now, of course, I'm gonna just have a shower, have some breakfast, and see you tomorrow for a push day. Whew. Today was very good, boys. I'll see you tomorrow.